Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing an all signs reading, tuning into the energies of whoever is watching and translating the most accurate messages of guidance and support for you. So, this is an all signs reading. Let's start in the past with the Four of Wands, a celebration, a happy home, happy foundation, joy. This is wonderful. There's definitely this energy of youth and the noise that youth makes, the taking up space. Wow. So it looks like in the past you had to walk away from a happy home, a happy situation because there was deception. Feels like, wow, I'm getting this message like you're in this happy home, happy life, but you need to walk away because it's not fulfilling. It feels like you're very alone. Why am I getting that there's this happy home, happy life? Starts definitely when you were younger. Maybe that's the illusion, the delusion. Maybe it's a delusion. And an illusion that you're trying to create. It looks like you were in a connection with someone who made you feel like you were alone, isolated. You might have given your power away to this person. This person feels like they lack ambition. They lack the courage of their convictions. They're not a go-getter. And you're showing up as the Empress. So I could feel, it feels like there's a difference in where you are energetically too. Like that you might have settled. You might have... you might not have known your own worth and value and settled for someone who is okay, but not up to the caliber of what you wanted to get out of your life. I think you thought that this was the happy way of going, the way to create your happiness, but it feels like it never takes off. It's so confusing because it's got a lot of the elements to it, but there's this deception that's going on. It feels like deception is throughout this connection. You're having to deceive yourself to not see this person clearly. It feels like it starts by deceiving yourself, by ignoring red flags, talking yourself into accepting a lot about, the devil card just went back in. So it feels like very toxic. Like I don't want to see that. I'm going to see in this person what I want to see. And they're in agreement. They want me to see just their positive attributes. They don't want me to see where they need growth. So it feels like you're both in agreement with that. Like we're not going to talk about that. First rule of Narcissist Club is that we don't talk about the narcissism. We don't talk about how unfair it is. how one-sided, how it works for one of us. So that's interesting. All right, in present energy, we have temperance. There's a balancing out. There's tempering. You're needing to temper your emotions. It feels like utilizing alchemical reaction, taking what you don't want and changing it into what you would prefer. That takes quite a skill. It looks like that's what you're doing. You're taking the poop from the past, what didn't work, what was painful, what was fearful, what you didn't see while you were in it, and you're changing it into what you would prefer. Wow, quick changes. You might be having a quick change around work. It's like someone doesn't want to work with you. Someone doesn't want to work with you in this present energy, and it looks like it's triggering some abandonment issues. I'm not enough. I'm not doing it right. Something it feels like someone at work is saying something to you that is triggering your abandonment, making you feel like you're not enough. Like they're really hitting a wound here. It looks like you have the capability to shift. That it feels like a lot of fear coming up. You might even realize that your response to what's happening feels pretty big compared to what's going on, because it's hitting a wound, hitting something that needs to be transformed. So it feels like, honestly, this person from work, if this is resonating, they're doing you a favor. They're showing you something you're unwilling to see about yourself. Yes, with the moon in reverse, some shadow aspect that's still there, a wound, a belief, something, some emotions, definitely. It feels like you can't tamp down your emotions anymore, and the advice is to not tamp them down, to feel them, to allow yourself to feel these very uncomfortable feelings, and then transmute, shift that energy into what you would prefer. I'm getting to shift it into love, compassion, grace, understanding. There's something really important about it. Feels small when it shows up, but I'm getting that this is actually very important. So, all right, what's hidden is the Four of Cups in reverse. Boy, the Four of Cups has been showing up in the last week or two in so many readings. Four of Cups upright. It's like, I'm just not interested. I used to be really interested. It reminds me of when I have a hyperfixation meal. I get really stuck on a meal that I want to eat pretty much daily. And then eventually at some point, unannounced, I'm just not interested, and I don't want to eat it again. And it has that, like, I used to like that, but I don't want it anymore. I've lost the taste for it. And it feels like with the Four of Cups in reverse, there's something that you lost the taste for, that you gave up, but you're now interested, or you thought you weren't interested, and actually it is something you would like. What is this? What's going on? Oh. Well, you're definitely filling your own cup. Ace of Cups. What's hidden, the first message coming through, what's hidden is that you are no longer interested in filling everybody else's cups and not filling your own. It feels like you were a people pleaser and you believed that your job, your value, the value that you bring is in that you can fill people's cups. You can help them feel a certain way. And it feels like you're filling your own cup. And someone's trying to breadcrumb you. Someone, it feels like they're coming in and they're telling you wonderful things you want to hear, but it's because they're telling you what they think you need to hear to get you back. So it's not above board. It isn't because this person just wants to bless you. It's because they're emotionally manipulating you. What do I need to say to get the viewer to accept my cup? Now, this is someone who broke your heart and feels like it's taken a long time to get over this, or you're still healing from this. You've transformed. It feels like this is happening. This person coming in when you're happy, when you're with family or friends, and you feel this transformation. At some level, it feels like this person who's obviously a past person coming back in who's broken your heart. I get that it doesn't feel like you're accepting this communication. It feels like you're surrounding yourself with friends and you've let go, you've transformed, yet you're not making any plans with that past person. No strategy. It feels like I think we're done. I think we're concluded here. No thanks. All right. The advice is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Unwanted communication. Feels like there's this work issue, feels like unwanted communication, and it also feels like this past person who's coming in to breadcrumb you. Both don't feel really wanted. Feels like they're telling you what you don't want to hear. How do you handle that? What do we need to know? Oh, interesting. Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, clarify. So there's a couple things that are coming through right now, things you don't want to hear at work, and someone from your past coming in. So this reading is about not getting what you want, not getting what you're expecting. When you're disappointed, when someone when someone's disappointed in you with the work situation, it feels like it's triggering some type of woundedness, of abandonment and rejection wound. So maybe you didn't get picked for something, or they didn't like the way you did a project, or something like that, how you handled a client. And it feels like what we're looking at is how you handle communication that you don't want. There's something important about it feels like it hits your emotions in a more powerful way than expected. It gets you in your feels. It feels less about what's happening and more about the emotions that this is creating, is allowing you to see where there's still some healing work to do, to send love to those painful parts, to send appreciation to whoever is bringing these lessons. There's something important about thinking long term, to not be reactive, to not match their energy. That's part of this, is learning how to not match energy. When someone says something that's disappointing, that isn't what you want to hear, instead of feeling abandoned and like your life is at stake, and realize this is interesting. If everything that happens is happening for my benefit, then this opportunity or opportunities, these people coming in telling me things I don't want to hear, are helping me decide who I want to be going forward. So it feels like there's a opportunity here not to be reactive, but to respond, to take some time. There's also something about how this sets off some type of insecurity in like your base chakra. It feels like a small, not very big communications, but the response, the impact that it has on you feels very big, very large. And so it's how you respond. The advice here is to detach from whoever is bringing these messages. Don't shoot the messenger. To heal those aspects of who you are, to deal with the feelings that are created. There's something really, a real healing potential here. So curious if you guys are like, I have no idea what you're talking about, or if you're like, yes, yes. So, all right, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Bye.